Hey everyone! Today I'm diving into how medical residents can master life-saving skills. During their training, residents learn countless techniques, surgeries, and procedures that they'll later use to save lives. Remembering these skills can quite literally be a matter of life and death. Let's rewind to a 2006 research study. A class of surgical residents learning to suture arteries was split into two groups. Both groups received the same study materials, but one group made one small change in how they studied. When tested a month later, this group performed the surgery significantly better than the other residents. What was their secret? Along with two other highly effective study techniques, let's unpack that mystery today. First, let's understand how the brain stores information. Say you're trying to memorize the anatomy of the heart. When introduced to a new concept, the memory is temporarily encoded in groups of neurons in the hippocampus. As you continue to learn and study, these neurons reactivate, strengthening the connections. Gradually, the knowledge transfers to long-term storage involving the neocortex. This process happens between study sessions and crucially during sleep. Now, onto the first technique, testing yourself with flashcards and quizzes. This forces you to actively retrieve knowledge, updating and strengthening the memory. While rereading textbooks and highlighting notes might feel productive, it often creates a false sense of competence. Testing yourself, however, gives a more accurate gauge of what you actually know. And don't worry if you make mistakes. Racking your brain for the answer activates relevant knowledge. And when the correct answer is revealed, it integrates better with what you already know. Our second technique, mix the deck. When using flashcards, mix subjects. Interleaving different concepts in a single session can lead to better retention than focusing on one topic at a time. Similar to testing, this method forces your brain to temporarily forget and then retrieve information, strengthening the memory. You may also find connections across topics and better understand their differences. Finally, our third technique, spacing. Spread your review across multiple days, allowing rest and sleep between sessions. This offline time is when the brain actively stores and integrates knowledge. While cramming might seem logical, it doesn't help with long-term retention. Back to our residents. Both groups studied the surgery for the same amount of time. The more successful group spread their training over 4 weeks, while the other crammed in 1 day. These techniques work because they align with how the brain operates, reinforcing the way it sorts and stores information. So whether you're a medical resident or just looking to master new skills, keep these techniques in mind. Happy learning, and until next time, stay curious.